Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Barkley trying this up the gut. He still has room inside the 30. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down throwing for Hurts. That's low and bounces short of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Silver, ready?
To the air, 3rd and long. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. First down, here's Russ. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Back to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
They're looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott all set for the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on third, Wilson. That's caught for the first. The 30. The 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. George Pickens, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers will trail by 9. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Covey now to return this. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
On 1st down, Hurts. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 42. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They run it with Saquon. And he doesn't get much. A small pickup down to the 42. Just 1 yard on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 8. On 4th down, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. Forget that it was 4th down, Bronk. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
73.
Receiver in motion, going left. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
Trying for it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now an inside handoff to Harris. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Touch 50.
Russ now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Avonte Maddox comes up with it.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No touch.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
2nd and 3 now.
Hey, 73. No touch.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarter.